12. Simple machines. Let's learn about force, work, simple machines, complex machines, types of force, energy, types of simple machines. Can you hold this bag for me? I am feeling weak. Yay! I have enough energy to hold these two bags. Let us study about force, work and energy before studying about the simple machines. Force. A kind of push or pull is called a force. Most of the actions that we perform in our daily life involve pushing or pulling something. A force can be used to moving a stationary object, stop a moving object, make a moving object move faster, slow down a moving object, change the direction of a moving object, change the shape and size of an object. Types of forces. Muscular force. Force that is applied by our muscles is called muscular force. When we push, pull or lift anything, we apply muscular force. Gravitational force. It is the force by which Earth pulls anything towards itself. We stay on the ground due to gravitational force. A fruit falls from the tree on the ground due to gravitational force. Frictional force. A rolling ball stops due to the force of friction. This force slows down by moving object. We are able to walk because of the frictional force. Vehicles stop due to the frictional force. It is also called force of resistance. Elastic force. When we stretch a spring, it increases its length, but when we release, it regains its original position. This is due to elastic force. Mechanical force. Simple machines work on mechanical force. For example, a pair of scissors uses this force to cut something. This force saves our energy and time. Buoyant force. If we push down a ball floating on water, we feel an upward thrust. This feel or push is called buoyant force. Magnetic force. When we bring a magnet near an iron object, the magnet attracts the iron object towards itself. This is because the magnet has a force called magnetic force. Work. When you apply force to move any object, you do work. When you pull a chair, you do work. You read, play, fly kite, wear clothes, etc. All these are work, but when you push an almirah and it is not moved, no work is done. Thus, work is said to be done when force is applied on an object and it moves. Energy. Energy is the ability to do work. Only a body which has energy in it can produce a force to carry out work. Energy is not produced, it just changes from one form to another form. For example, coal contains chemical energy stored in it. When we burn it, we get heat and light energy. The heat is then converted into electric energy and so on. Thus, energy just changes its forms. Heat energy, light energy, sound energy, electric energy. Heat energy. Sun is the main source of heat. This energy is also produced when fuels like wood, coal, etc. are burnt. Light energy. Sun is the main source of light. Fuels on burning also produce light energy. Sound energy. TV, radios, speakers, music systems are sources of sound energy. Electrical energy. This energy is used to run appliances like TV, microwave, washing machine, etc. There are many other types of energy like chemical energy, kinetic energy, potential energy, light energy, mechanical energy, solar energy, etc. Solar energy is the energy that we get from the sun. Moving air produces wind energy. It is used to generate electricity. A moving object possesses kinetic energy. For example, aircrafts, moving cars, etc. produce kinetic energy. The energy produced by a body due to its position is known as potential energy. For example, water stored in a dam possesses potential energy. The combination of potential and kinetic energy is called mechanical energy. For example, ceiling fan moves due to mechanical energy. Burning fuels generate heat energy or light energy that is used in vehicles to cook food, etc. Do you know? A 100-watt bulb consumes only 1 unit of energy to give light up to 10 hours. Try to find out how much energy is consumed in your house every month. Take help from the monthly electricity bill. Simple machines. A machine is basically a tool that we use to make our work easier and time-saving. A simple machine is among the simplest tools we can use. Machines help us to do work with less effort. There are many activities which we cannot do on our own. We cannot lift a huge box or pull down a tree. We cannot walk across the another city. So, for these purposes we need machines. Machines can be simple or complex. A simple machine consists of 1 or 2 tools, while a complex machine is made of many simple machines. A machine makes work easy by changing the direction of force, increasing the distance and reducing the amount of required force. Types of simple machines. There are mainly 6 simple machines. They are 1. Lever, 2. Pulley, 3. Inclined plane, 4. Screw, 5. Wheel and axle, 6. Wedge. Lever. A lever is one of the simplest mechanical devices. A lever consists of a beam or stick or rod. Scissors, nutcracker, seesaw, etc. are some good examples of lever. A simple lever has 3 parts. The point of support is called fulcrum. The object to be moved is called load, and the force applied to the object is called effort. The closer the fulcrum and the load, the lesser is the effort. That is why a tall narrow door swings open more quickly than a wide garden gate. Here are the 3 classes of levers. 1. First class lever. When the fulcrum is in between the load and effort, it is a first class lever. Examples: a scissors, seesaw, hammer, pilers, etc. 2. Second class lever. When the load is in between the fulcrum and the effort, it is called the second class lever. Examples are wheelbarrow, bottle opener, nutcrackers, etc. 3. Third class lever. When the effort is in between the fulcrum and the load, it is the third class lever. Examples: an ice tongs, fishing rod, forceps, etc. Pulley. A pulley is a simple machine made of a wheel and a rope. The rope fits into the wheel and one end of the rope is attached to the load. When you pull one side of the pulley, the wheel turns and the load moves. The pulley helps to move load up, down and sideways. It makes the load work easy. In a pulley, an effort can be applied in one direction and a load can be moved in another direction. Pulley can do twice as much work with the same effort. Inclined plane. An inclined plane is simply a ramp or flat, sloping surface. One end is higher than the opposite end. This allows things to go from a low place to a higher place. It is used to move heavy load to certain height. Example, loading heavy drums or boxes to the truck. Less effort is needed to move the object with an inclined plane as compared to a steep slope. Screw. A screw is a simple machine made up of another simple machine. It is an inclined plane wrapped around a cylinder. It has ridges or threads that change the direction of force applied. The circular motion helps to move things upward and downward. A screw holds things together for a longer distance with a stronger grip. We attach doors and windows of our rooms to walls with screws. A screw is used to lower and raise things and to hold objects together. Do you know? Screw jack is also a simple machine which is used to lift up the side of a car or bus while replacing its wheel or tire. Wheel and axle. A wheel and axle has two parts. They are the wheel and the axle. The axle is a rod that goes through the wheel. This lets the wheel turn. A wheel and axle helps to move objects. The faster the axle is turned, the faster the wheel spins. The idea of a wheel and axle was created when past societies like the Egyptians used round rocks under heavy objects to move them. The two examples of wheel and axle are roller blades and gears in clocks. Roller blades are made up of many wheels and axles. They are machines because they help people move faster. The hands of a clock move because gears, the round circles with the ridges, turn, acting like a wheel. The hands of the clocks are therefore the axles. Wedges. A wedge is a simple machine made up of two inclined planes put together. These two planes meet and form a sharp edge. Wedges are used to push two objects apart or cut an object into pieces. It can also hold objects in place. A wedge gets in between objects and splits it apart. An object like wood can be split apart with a wedge. You probably use a wedge every day. A fork is considered a wedge. It is made up for 4 to 5 wedges put together. It can be used to cut or split food apart. Complex machine. A complex machine is a combination of two or more simple machines that work together, such as when a lever and a wheel and axle are combined to form a cart. A bicycle is also an example of a complex machine because it involves the use of two vehicles and axle. Here are some other examples of complex machines. Clock, aeroplane, sewing machine, washing machine, drill machine. Words to remember. Ridges, a long narrow hilltop, mountain range or watershed. Wedge, a piece of wood, metal, etc. having one thick end. Brusher, any kind of push or pull is called a force. Muscular force, gravitational force, frictional force, elastic force, mechanical force, buoyant force, magnetic force are types of force. The ability to do work is known as energy. A machine is a tool that we use to make our work easier and time-saving. Lever, pulley, inclined plane, screw, wheel, and axle and wedge are types of simple machines. Life skills. Name any 6 things that are simple machines and you use them daily.